Welcome back, children of grade 8, for our today's English class.
It can be many miles long, from 1 to 100 feet high, traveling at 400 miles per hour. This ocean monster is known as a tsunami, and it can wreak havoc on coastal populations and landscapes. A tsunami is a series of ocean waves caused by any large and sudden disturbance of the sea surface. Tsunamis can be generated by landslides, volcanic eruptions, or even meteorite impacts in the ocean, but they are most often caused by an earthquake where there's a sudden displacement of the ocean floor. When that happens, there's a transfer of energy from the sea floor to the ocean, causing waves on the surface to radiate outward in all directions. In deep waters, these waves may not even be detectable. But when the tsunami enters shallower waters, the wave speed slows and its height increases. The water along the coast may recede noticeably. A large wall of turbulent water, called a bore, may also form. When the tsunami hits, it may come ashore like a fast-rising flood and strike with devastating force. The series of waves may continue for hours. The first one may not be the last or the largest. For your safety, know the potential warning signs of an incoming tsunami. A strong earthquake that causes difficulty standing. A rapid rise or fall of the water along the coast. A loud ocean roar. If you find yourself in a location of a tsunami strike, here's what you need to do to stay safe. Keep calm. Walk or run to higher ground, 100 feet above sea level or 1 mile inland. Do not drive. Keep roads open for emergency vehicles. If you cannot move to higher ground, use the stairs to get to the 3rd floor or higher in a sturdy building. Stay out of coastal areas until authorities issue an all clear. Tsunamis can strike any coastline in the world and can affect locations thousands of miles away from where they formed. They may be uncommon, but the devastation they cause makes them a deadly force in nature.
After seeing the video clip, I think you might have guessed what topic we are going to see today. Yes, you are right. Today, we are going to see the second prose of class 8 in the Honeydew book, The Tsunami. Hi students. I think you might have heard about tsunami. Just now we have seen a video clip. Tsunami is a uncontrollable, devastating natural disaster of the world. Yes, the introductory part of the lesson. This lesson gives us some important and inspiring incidents. These occurred when tsunami hit some parts of India. The story are from Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Yes, before getting to the lesson, let's see the warm-up area before you read. Look at the map of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands that was given here. Here we can see so many small islands. Island is known as a small land, tiny land area. All the 4 sides will be covered with the sea water, is called island. And here you can see the island in the Indian map also. And few exercise also given there in the right side that let us see afterwards. Let's start the prose now. Here the lesson was starting with the definition of tsunami. A tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. So under the sea level, if an earthquake occur, definitely the sea water level will be increase and there will be a powerful and large waves. They might hit the land area. On December 26, 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India such as Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Tamil Nadu coast also. So even Tamil Nadu coastal areas were affected, such as Nagapattinam, Velangani, etc. Here are some stories of courage and survival. Survival means escape from the large waves. So they are asking a question here. Did animal sense that a tsunami was coming? Some stories suggest that they did. For this question, we are going to see the answer in the part 3 area. Let's see it afterwards. Here they have shown a picture. See the large wave and water that floating there, and they are just washed all the heavy vehicles such as car, some steel and iron things also even. So here the disaster, how it will be, it was portrayed in the picture. Let's move on to the part 1 area. So in the part 1 area, we are going to see the first character of the story is Ignatius. So these stories are all from Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Archipelago means a group of many islands and that was surrounded with the sea water is called archipelago. So it is otherwise called as island, and another word, new word we are seeing here, that is archipelago. So the first character from Andaman and Nicobar Islands is Ignatius. So Ignatius was a manager of a cooperative society in Ketchel. Ketchel is an island in the Nicobar area, one of the small island in Nicobar. His wife woke up him at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully took his television, set off its table and put down on the ground. So this is the first preliminary step he is doing, first action he is doing after his wife woke him up by 6 o'clock in the early morning. There she felt the earthquake, so that he called her husband Ignatius, and Ignatius carefully took his television and he put down on the ground so that it won't fall and break. Then the family rushed out of the house. When tremors stopped. What is meant by tremor? Tremor means it's a slight shake, earth tremor. The earth shakes during the earthquake. Tremor means it's a slight shake, that's all. They saw the sea rising. So after the tremor stopped, all the people, the family people, they saw the sea was rising up from the ground level. In the chaos means completely disorder and confused. Here the meaning of the glossary is also there. And confusion, two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. What does it mean? That means they all died. All of them were swept away. His wife was also swept away. So this was the unfortunate incident for the first character, Ignatius. Only the 3 other children who came with him were saved. So only 3 people, 3 small children with our Ignatius were saved in the incident. Unfortunately, he lost all his family in the large powerful wave tsunami. Let's see the same continuation of the part 1. Here the next character, he was a policeman. His name was Sanjeev. So Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Ketchel, the same place in Nicobar Islands. serving in the Kutchal Island of the Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife, and his baby daughter from the waves. So, he was a brave man who safeguarded his own family from the tsunami waves. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. So, the humanity is shown here, and the character Sanjeev, he was a policeman. As he was a policeman, he wants to help the another person who is the wife of John, the guest house cook. He jumped into the water. Sanjeev jumped into the water to rescue her, but they were both swept away. They were dragged and taken away in the large, powerful wave of tsunami. So this was the second character, the brave Sanjeev character is there. Next, we are going to see the third character. The character name is Meghna. She was a 13-year-old girl, was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. So Meghna is also there in the Kutchal Island, in the Nicobar group of islands, where she and her parents were swept away, were taken away by the large powerful wave tsunami, and 77 other people also have been dragged inside the sea water. She spent 2 days floating in the sea. So she didn't die there. She simply tried to escape from the danger, and she spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on a wooden door. 11 times she saw relief helicopter overhead. That means she was alive and she was just struggling to escape from the tsunami wave, and she was just floating over the sea by holding the wooden door. And 11 times she saw relief helicopters. So relief helicopter is a helicopter that bring help to the people like food who are in the disaster, who hit in the disaster, rescue team, we can say. So relief helicopters are flying overhead, but they didn't see her. She was brought to the shore by a wave. So fortunately, she was escaped from the tsunami wave to the shore. There she reached the shore and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. Daze, what is meant by daze? A semi-conscious stage. So she was not completely conscious. She was a semi-conscious, that is, she was in drowsy. As she was 2 days floating in the sea, she was really tired and she was in a daze. Then the fourth character we are going to see here is Almaz Javed. So here we are going to see the next tragedy of Almaz Javed. She was a 10 years old girl. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair. So Almaz Javed, she was 10 years old girl and she was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump where the place we can fill petrol for the vehicle. So here her mother Rahila's home was in Nancowry Island. So the mother is in another place and the daughter and father, they are in some other place. So the family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. So here they are all coming together to celebrate Christmas there. When the tremor came early in the morning, tremor, I already told you what is meant by tremor. Tremor is a slight shake due to the earthquake. Came early in the morning, there the family was sleeping. Of course, in the early morning, all the people will be asleep. Here the family also sleeping. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. Recede. What is by recede? Recede means move back from where it was. So the sea water is just moving backwards inside the sea. He understood that water would come rushing back with great force. So here in this incident, he understood that the water will be coming back with a great force. See, he woke up everyone and tried to rush them to safer place. So as to safeguard his family, he just called everyone and asked them to go fast to the safer place. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something. So as to safeguard themselves, they were running in a hurry. There was completely chaos, confused. Here, her grandfather was hit on the head by something, and he fell down. Her father rushed to help him. Then came the first giant wave. So the father is going there to help the grandfather. Suddenly, a great giant wave that swept both of them away in front of all their eyes. So this was the tragedy of Alma, and Alma's mother and aunt stood slinging. Slinging means just holding something on the leaves of the coconut tree. So they just hanging over the leaves of the coconut tree to safeguard themselves, calling out to her. So they are calling Alma there. A wave uprooted the tree. Suddenly a huge wave hit over the tree, and it was just took the tree upside down, and they too were washed away in the water. Alma saw a log of wood. Here she is seeing a log of wood. With that, Alma safeguarded herself by floating over the water. She climbed onto it. Then she fainted. What does mean fainted? Unconscious. She became unconscious. When she woke up, she was in the hospital in Kamorta. So when she woke up, she was there in the hospital in Kamorta. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She was still traumatized. What is meant by traumatized? Here, the meaning for the word traumatized, greatly shocked and distressed. So the small girl, Alma, with the log of wood, she herself escaped from the large, powerful wave of tsunami. That's all from the part 1. Let's move on to the part 2. It was completely about Telly Smith. From this part 2 is from Thailand. First part we have seen about Andaman and Nicobar Island, how the people they survived, how many people they lost their life, and the disaster has been portrayed there in part 1. In part 2, we are going to see about Thailand. There we are going to see a character, Telly Smith. Telly Smith is a British schoolgirl. Telly Smith is a British schoolgirl was able to save many lives. This was the summary of part 2. When the tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. Phuket beach in Thailand, though she has won number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Why do you think they took that decision? Let's see the complete explanation here in brief. Now here is a story from Thailand. So as I told you, part 2 is about Thailand. The Smith family from Southeast England were celebrating Christmas at the beach resort in southern Thailand. Telly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7-year-old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. So here the first character from Thailand is Telly Smith. The family was in Southeast England. They were celebrating Christmas in the beach resort in southern Thailand. And she was a 10 years old girl and her sister was 7 years old. And their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. It was 26th December, the same incident where in Indonesia, in the Sumatra island, got this earthquake. As an account of that earthquake, these tsunami waves showed a bad face on December 26, 2004. So that incident we are seeing here. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. The deadly tsunami waves started from the Sumatra island in Indonesia and it hits all parts of the world, including India and the most of the important place, and another country is Thailand. The deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered. Triggered means sudden violent reaction. Here an undersea earthquake caused the tsunami by a massive earthquake, with the massive earthquake of North Sumatra earlier at the morning. As I told you, the first earthquake that was occurred in the Sumatra island in the morning, early morning. So the water was swelling and kept coming in. Penny and Smith remember the beach was getting smaller and smaller. That means recede. Recede means, as I told you, the water is moving inside into the sea. That is smaller and smaller is here. And I didn't know what was happening. So they don't know. They are in the chaos and they don't know what is happening there. Triggered means caused or sudden violent reaction. The meaning for the word triggered. Trigger means it's a sudden violent reaction. Here an undersea earthquake caused the tsunami. So another word is there, that is resort. Resort means a place where people go on holiday to enjoy their holidays. So this was the part 2. Let's see the continuation. But Telly Smith sensed that something was wrong. So the intelligent Telly, she found something is going to be wrong. Her mind kept going back to the geography lesson. So she is recalling what she had learned in the geography lesson. She had learned in England. Just 2 weeks before, she flew out to Thailand with her family. Just 2 weeks before, in England, in her school, in the geography lesson, she had learned about the tsunami waves. Now she is in Thailand with her family to celebrate the Christmas. Telly saw the sea slowly is rising and start to form bubble. Bubbles mean small water bubble, and form whirlpool. What is the whirlpool? It's a circular movement of water wave, twisting of water wave. She remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of a tsunami. So she is recollecting that she has seen in the video clip about the tsunami waves that had hit in Hawaii Islands in 1946. So already it was happened in the Hawaii Island in the year 1946 that she is recalling now, and she got the alert. Her geography teacher had shown her the class the video and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes and landslides. So these are the reasons of tsunami. First one is earthquake, second one is volcanic eruption, and the third one is landslide. So these three reasons, because of that we can get the tsunami waves. So the Telly started to scream at her family to get off from the beach. So she started to scream, shouting. So the girl is shouted there, and she called all her family to get out, to move out from the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical. What is meant by hysterical? When you are hysterical, shout and laugh and cry in a wild, excited way, without any control over yourself. So this is called hysterical. Said her mother, Penny, I didn't know what a tsunami was. So the mother is asking here, I don't know what a tsunami was. Tell me briefly, clearly. But seeing my daughter so frightened, she was in a tense. She couldn't explain what there in that moment. I thought something is serious must be going on. So this was the statement given by the mother. So Telly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. So all were there in the beach. All they left the place immediately and they moved on to their hotels. Then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, run, 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 run. The family took refuge. Refuge means shelter. The word refuge is called shelter. So shelter and or protection from the danger. So they are just moved into the hotel and they are all safe in the hotel now. The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. So they all were in the third floor. The building withstood. What is meant by withstood? Withstood means endured without collapsing. Completely it was just confused. Stand the surge of 3 tsunami waves. Surge means force or momentum. Force or momentum. Suddenly a force of wave hit on the building. They would not have been alive. They had stayed on the beach. They would not have been alive. Smiths later met other tourists who had lost their entire family. Thanks to Telly, as she is an intelligent girl, she tried to safeguard her own family from the tsunami wave. And her geography lesson, thanks to her and the geography lesson that had been forewarned. Forewarned means just alerted. Gave alert, warning. That is forewarned. Telly went back to her school in England and told her classmates about the terrifying tale. Tale means story. It's all from the intelligent Telly Smith. Let's start the third part of the story. Look carefully at the picture of the boy and his dog and try to describe the things that you see using just words and phrases. Either the teacher or one of the students can write down the words and phrases on the blackboard. So the word can be start with the sentence. This is how you can start calm blue ruin huts. So in this picture you can see the complete area has been devastated, and as a small boy he was sitting along with his pet dog. So this was the picture of the tsunami waves that hits here. As I told you, in the part 3 we are going to see about the sense, animal sense. Already we have seen the question that I'll show you here. Did you know very few animals actually died in the tsunami, and few animals they have a sensing capacity and they all escaped from the place. So let's see the explanation here. Part 3. Before the giant waves slammed into the coast of India and Sri Lanka, going to see about India and Sri Lanka, the wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. It is just showing that something going to happen that was already known to the wild and domestic animal. How is it possible? How the animals came to know before the human beings, before the tsunami that is going to hit the land, the animal sensed that something is going to come. So how is it possible? That is the explanation and the reason we are going to see here. We are going to see about India and Sri Lanka. The wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. It is just showing that something going to happen that was already known to the wild and domestic animal. How is it possible? How the animals came to know before the human beings, before the tsunami that is going to hit the land, the animal sensed that something is going to come. So how is it possible? That is the explanation and the reason we are going to see here. They fled to safety according to eyewitness accounts. So eyewitness means as the people have seen the behavioral change in the animals before the incident tsunami that took place. Some elephants were screamed and they ran from the higher to the higher grounds. So this was the first eyewitness, and that show you clearly that about animals can sense the danger, and to safeguard themselves they ran to the higher grounds, that is the higher level from the sea, top of the hills it can be. And the second eyewitness, second example is dogs refuse to go out. So this is the very important thing to know, to be noted down. Dogs are refuse to go outdoors. Then the next example is flamingos. What is maybe flamingos? It's a kind of bird like a crane. It will be in a pinkish in color, and same like a crane. It had long neck and long legs also. So it is a foreign bird, flamingo, abandoned their low-lying breeding areas. Immediately they just moved to the low-lying areas from the land level. And the next example here is zoo animals rushed into their shelters and could not be enticed. Enticed means come out. Enticked to come back out. So enticked means here they didn't come out from the shelter. Many people believe that animals possess the sixth sense. So here there is so many confusions between the people whether the animal can sense the disaster or it can't. So here and now when the earth is going to shake, some experts believe that animals more acute hearing helps. So animals can hear very acute sound, that is the vibrations of the earth. Some experts and them to hear and feel the earth's vibration. So the animal can sense the earth's vibration here. So they are telling that the people, as the researchers are giving the proof as that animal can sense the earth's vibration. So they can sense an approaching disaster. They can feel the coming up disaster long before the human realize. So before the human beings, that's what animal can just sense through their vibration, through their acute hearing sensation. They can hear and feel the vibration before the human beings get it. What's going on? That is what's going on. We cannot be sure whether animal have the sixth sense or not. Here there is the confusion between for that same question, whether the animal having their sixth sense or not. But the fact is that giant waves that rolled through the Indian Ocean killed 150,000 people in a dozen countries. Dozen means 12 different countries. So here it was a giant waves that rolled. That means that it has been taken to the Indian Ocean and killed more than so much of people in a dozen countries. But not many animals have been reported death. This shows that the animal can sense and it escaped itself from the place to the highest level of the land, that is the higher grounds. Along Indian Kadalur coast where thousands of people perished, buffaloes, goats, dogs were found unharmed. So here another example in the Kadalur coast where thousands of people were died but no animals have been harmed. That is no death for the animals like buffaloes, goat and dogs. So all the animals were safe and they reached the safest place. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is the home of variety of animals including elephants, leopards and 130 species of birds. 60 visitors were away from the Patanangala beach inside the park. But no animals carcasses were found. What is meant by carcasses? It's a dead body is called carcass. So there was no animal were found dead except for 2 water buffaloes. Just 2 water buffaloes were died. About an hour before the tsunami hit, people at Yala National Park had observed 3 elephants were running away from the Patanangala beach. So here it's a very most important point to be noted down here, that in the national park 3 elephants were running away. That is, it was something rare incident that is happening there. It was a changeover of the character of the animals. So something wrong and differently they are behaving. Their behavior was completely changed in that moment before the tsunami hit the land area. These are the various examples for the animal sensation. It was another example, real incident that was happened in Sri Lanka. A gentleman who lives on the coast near Galley said his 2 dogs. So he had 2 dogs. He was living in Galley in the coast nearby Galley in Sri Lanka. He would not go for the daily run. So his 2 dogs on that day, they wouldn't move outside. They didn't move outside and they didn't go for the daily run on the beach. Why? They are usually excited to go on outing. So usually that 2 dogs, they like to go for a walk in the beach and they'll be excited every day to go for a walk. But on that exactly the same day when tsunami hits the land, the month of December 26th, 2004, on that day they refused to go. Only on that day they refused to go and must probably saved his life. This incident safeguarded the gentleman's life also. So it was a nice example, real incident that was proven here that the animals have their sense to find out the disaster that was going to happen. So that's all from the lesson. As a conclusion, what is the chapter tells you, children? This chapter tells you bravery and courage in the difficult times. Tells you to be helpful and care for others in the needy times. And this chapter tells you to keep ourselves calm and cool and act in a proper way wherever a natural calamity and disaster occur. And this chapter tells you to be knowledgeable about such calamity, and it also makes us aware what to do and what not to do in such situations. Instead of panicking and follow proper steps to save ourselves and everyone's life. At last, this chapter tells us about the interesting facts about the animals, which makes our behavior very kind towards them because they are more sensitive than humans. All in all, this was an educative chapter. I hope you find it interesting enough. So children, go through the lesson, read the text, learn the question answers thoroughly which we have given, and write the classwork neatly.